if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Let's go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone, to the Peti Kish on Live. I'm back with another one for you all. Just letting you know, I just looked at OBS. It looks like it's a slightly pink color, but it's actually red. This is not pink, guys. This is red. Trust me. I just looked at it. I'm like, this kind of looks like a little pinkish, but I'm like, it's super, super red. But that's just how it goes. It's been really cold recently. Really, really cold. But yeah, I'm here now. I'm ready to rock and roll. Ready for topics of the week. There is a lot that has dropped. A lot. I might have to do a two-parter, actually. Who knows? I don't know if I can actually have everything in here this week. Or this one. But we got a lot to go through. A lot is here, guys. Yeah, I've been a little lacking. I understand people are saying, oh, where's the content? Where's the videos? Where's this and that? That's why I got the live streams going. I've been very busy myself. Plus, it's been horrible in general, the weather-wise. I don't know what's going on. It's been storm after storm, just freezing cold. That it's just ridiculous cold how cold it has become. I've been putting on my heat constantly, and it doesn't matter how much I put the heat up, guys, you can feel it through the window. It's frigid cold. Like, it's cold. And in the wind chill, plus with that, it's just ridiculously cold. So, I've been not in the mood to do any of that right now at the moment. I'm just trying to focus on myself in general. And, yeah. After that, it's just been very, very difficult in that situation. Especially right now where I am in my office, where I do all my content stuff. It's been a little bit colder as general. It's good for my PC, I understand. But for me, I gotta like warm up sometimes. So it's very difficult. But I've been doing little things here and there in the background. I'm going to show you a little bit. Just little things here and there I've been doing. Just messing around, doing things. In the back. Also, my YouTube live YouTube control panel is not coming up for some reason today, and I don't know why. So I don't know if you guys are watching, listening, or if you're lurking in the back, because sometimes it'll show me how much people are watching or looking at it or just lurking in the background or actually going into the chat and, typing it all out. None of that's there. So I'm just going to wing it today. And we'll see. Hope for the best, pretty much. It's a good indicator of how much people are actually on your stream kind of deal. But, it is what it is. So, yeah, that is what's going on. There's just a lot of things in general I'm trying to think of. I want to get a video out. And maybe this weekend we'll play some games. Like I said, don't expect anything. It's never fully official, but I try to get an estimate if it's possible I can do it. I know this week I promised I would do some sort of gaming stream just to test it out, see if it works. I have a retro game I want to play with you guys, and then for there. I'm trying to do like a top 10 sort of video for the year, like anticipated games of the year. There's a lot here. So, I don't know. There's a lot to go through there, as well as the topics of the week. There's a lot of interesting things that came up in gaming, movies, pulp culture, all sorts of things. I might have to do that for another time. A lot of the other things I have lined up. Maybe I'll do like an After Dark special. I would love to get people in the After Dark special on the stream, here and there. Especially like people I know, obviously. People I actually know in general would be nice to have a conversation with and all that. Do that sort of thing, like a pod, obviously. Apparently, yeah, this is pretty much a podcast in general, but it still is informative, I would say. It's very informative and very interesting, especially if you haven't been keeping up and what's going on in the internet space, but also in generally anything in the in the movie and gaming industry, as well as like what is new and what is hot pretty much at the moment. There are sometimes some drama here and there, and sometimes I don't really talk about politics, but sometimes it influences it inside of gaming or movies or any sorts of thing like that, which I try to move away from politics as possible. But sometimes it just it like mixes it in with everything else. So it just happens, Unfortunately, you can't go away and say, "Oh, I can't talk about this." Like, no, like you're going to talk about it either way, Like, how could you not talk about some things and then talk about it? Now, if you're promoting something and you're trying to not talk about, like a lot of these actors do in Hollywood, and then they push their messaging and they say what you should think, now that's not good promotion if you're trying to promote some sort of good thing you're making, But that's just me. Enough talk, guys. Let's get into this. Again, like the stream, guys. Sub if you're new here, if you like what I do. We have a lot of common sense people here, some critical thinkers here, and a lot of people that just want to get entertained and see what's up. What is up on the internet? What is going down? Kind of deal, With gaming, movies, TV shows, pulp culture, all sorts of entertainment in those realms, I would say. But yeah. So, we have a lot here. I think we should get into something a little bit more funny, if that's possible. Because I want to. So what I'm gonna be doing soon, is these live streams. Some of them, you can still go back and rewatch all the live streams, but it's almost the 1 year anniversary since I started the Peti Kish on live stream. The live. So I might just do a season 2 kind of style, because since I do it like a show format, I think season 1 is starting to end. Now for season 2, that's just my argument that I'm going to say that I think we need to move into season 2. So when February 10th, I think, was my first time I started. My bad, guys. I got sinuses. It's distracting me right now. Season 2 of the Peti Kish on live, I think, will be coming up. So the counter will return to number 1, and we're going to end it soon when February 10th comes along. So I was thinking, since it's like a new show, I think it's time for a new intro, maybe a new ending. Don't know. I think I might just keep the ending. The ending's pretty good. So is the intro. The intro's really good. I really like the intro. But, you want to freshen it out a bit. So I might do that. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling, to be honest. Depends how I'm feeling with this. How we can mix it up for the new year kind of deal, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But what do you guys think? Let me know if I should do a new intro for the new season, or something a little bit different. Mix it up a bit, because I want to make more interactive, fun experiences now. Maybe with more tier lists we're gonna do. I would like to do that with some friends, maybe, if possible, and other people that would like to join in. Something like that, with a tier list or something like that. and I have some talking points about each thing we have. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know because we're coming up to the anniversary of the streams. So here we go. This is what I just found, and I thought it was actually kind of funny. I want to show it off. Check this out. So I love this. Tom Hardy reacting his iconic Bane speech. So I don't know where I saw this. This is by Emery Han and Emery Han and yeah, I saw this and it was kind of funny. It made me smile because if you guys don't know, Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises, he was Bane, and he had the weirdest. His voice for Bane and everything about that character was so memey, and it's still meme today. When he puts, the mask on, he just the dark will rise. Like, you can't understand what he's saying. He constantly just has a muffle, and it's so funny. Time to go mobile. Like, he would just say the dumbest shit. The dark will rise. I am Bane. I will torment you for sure. Like, it's so weird, so muffled, but it's so funny. So he did the same thing again. This is pretty funny. Check this out.
The darkness is your ally. You really adopted the darkness. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was just abandoned it. It was for me, it was blinding.
Even the dog's like, what the fuck? I love it. It's so good, dude. It's so good. So good. It's so good. Blinded. What? Most of it, I heard something blinding. And I heard, darkness. I was like, what the hell is he saying?
The darkness is your ally.
I think he's just muffled, like completely doesn't know what he's talking about.
You really adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was just abandoned it. It was for me.
The man and the myth. That's what I hear.
Blinding.
I love the dog. It's so good. So good. Tom Hardy, what a legend. He's a really good actor. If you watched recently Mobland, I highly recommend checking that out. He was really good, Tom Hardy in Mobland. Check that out. With Pierce Brosnan, hell yeah. But I've been watching recently Landman, and Landman's pretty good. It's pretty good. I saw what's his name, the director for Yellowstone and Tulsa King, and I was like, yep, you already sold me. I'm watching Landman now. So it's really good. It's really good. I highly recommend checking out Landman and Mobland. So you have Mobland, the mobsters, and then you have Landman, which is the oil company rigs and stuff. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I highly recommend those shows. Oh, we're starting at like and sub, guys. I always forget to turn these off. It happens. But yeah, thought that was funny. Okay, so I started posting a little bit more things, guys, on Twitter X, and I just wanted to post some things about what I did, what happened, blah blah blah, and just I've been a little bit more active online, I would say. I've just been a little bit more, just wanted to tweet out, maybe stuff, maybe comment, retweets, all that stuff. And yeah, So there is your list, guys. So I remembered I promised you guys, and I finished it. I finally got it done. This is what I said. I finally got it done. So here is the tier list of my hottest popular female gaming characters. What do you all think? I know I missed a bunch more, but I think it was long enough. I know some will not like it or have some changes to it. That's okay. So yeah, that's my list, guys. Do I like my list? Yeah. Actually, I think I have a better version of this. Let me open it up for you guys. Let me open up my list. All right, let me open up the list. I have my list right here. For it, I think I have my tier list. Where did I put my tier list? I'm trying to find it. Where is my tier list? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll open up my tier list so you guys can check it out. We can zoom in. There you go. Here's the tier list, guys. So yeah, I did some modifications to it. Smoking hot bombshell for S, and then we had A for amazing, so fine, pretty. Which, nothing wrong. These two, like, bombshell is like, it's insane how good you look, kind of deal. And then, this, and I think C is good. Girl next door, cute. Like, I'm fine with C's and I'm fine with A's. And then we have C, slightly more off of an effort, slightly more of an effort. And then we have D, which is the last one. You're not my type, leaves. And yeah, so we got a bunch here, guys. And I'm not gonna go through them all, but you can check them out on my Twitter too, and checking them all out. Obviously, you have to have these on top. And I think the ones on the bottom, I think, are the best because they're mostly the furry ones. I'm not into the furry stuff, not at all, guys. And the characters that they had here, I was like, some of them you gotta be careful. Again, some here characters I'm not into, especially the muscly women. I'm not really into. And some characters just looked annoying. Some characters look weird. Some characters are underage in some instances. That was kind of weird. So you gotta be careful. And some of them I tried to find out like a balance to them, if possible. But yeah, it was very hard, and it's finally done. So there's the tier list for everyone. A lot of these characters, I could even move a lot of A's to S's, but I feel like S should be the smallest of the group because it's probably the more supreme. That is the supreme choice for what characters you want. But yeah, you guys can check that out. The tier maker is done. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing more tier makers because I think they're fun and I think they're good interactions. I started doing a lot of those tier makers with Pog Immy when he was on my show, which he wants to come back. I did talk to him before. He does want to come back on the show. So Pog Immy will be back. I don't know when, but he will be back. And we'll do more tier makers because I have some lined up for it. But yeah, I've been more social on Twitter and everything. So I had this here, and it looks pretty awesome. Here's another thing, guys. So I said, heck yeah, we need a remaster version of these classic Resident Evil games, not just the remakes 100%. Because I do think we definitely need a remaster of 2 and 3, not just a remake of them. We definitely need a remaster, straight up. Because the gameplay loop can be similar in some areas, but it's so different from what the original is, So who else wishes for the original Resident Evil game to be remastered like this and keep their fixed angle camera, gameplay, and everything. RE for fun. So here is concept, I guess. My only complaint about it, the rain is a little atrocious. It's a lot of rain, but besides the rain being a little extreme, it looks really good. It's just rain. It's constantly just pouring rain. But look how good this looks. Like, this is what I thought when they were doing, like, a remaster. Like, they're going to do, like, the RE1 remake kind of style. You know, where it's photorealistic backdrops and stuff, but, like, the character models are actually 3D now and everything. Like, that is what I wanted with Resident Evil 2 and 3. But instead, we got the third-person camera angles, and, you know, they had some changes to it, which I think they're fine as is. They're okay as their own thing. I'm okay with that. But I would like a one-to-one remaster of this game with, you know, better graphics. Do it like the Tomb Raider collection that came out, the remaster collections. Do it like that. I'd be fine with that with Resident Evil. I really would. I really would like to see this happen. But unfortunately, we can't have that. Instead, we get remakes as what we had before, or modders or fans will have to go in and do it themselves. I'm telling you, the community will do it if it needs to be done. They will do it. So yeah, I saw that, and then I saw, I'm not the only one that said this, you know, kind of deal. And I saw other people like that. What was the guy who said that? Rhino. Rhino said that. Okay, Rhino said that. And then I saw other people also post that. I just saw JJ from the Residents of Evil, the Row. He also said the same thing, kind of, in some sort of instance. I'm telling you, give what the fans want and you'll get all the praise. Unpopular opinion. I would sacrifice Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake just to have them remade in the same style with the same level of care as Resident Evil 1 Remake. That game is Resident Evil perfection. And I couldn't even agree more of that. That's not an unpopular opinion. I'm just saying, JJ, that's not an unpopular opinion. I think it's an opinion that most fans that played the originals want. Resident Evil 1 Remake is the best remake I've ever seen. It's up there. It's up there with, I guess, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, Delta, whatever, and some other remakes. But I think I always go back to Resident Evil 1 is the best remake because it was faithful. It had the same gameplay style. It was the same. Like, most of it was the same. Yeah, there were a bit changes here and there, but they weren't aggressive, like a lot of changes. And also, they added more to the story, what the original had. So, and new mechanics to it too, with the Crimson Heads. So, it did do great. I think it's still the best remake from all of them. So, if I wanted to, I think he's right. Same. And, you know, some people are going to be saying, nah, I'd rather have 1, 2, and 3, and 4 again remake more and more of those. Like, there are people who have said that, you know. Highly unpopular. Tough call. The problem here is there's less justification of a remake if it plays the game. If it plays the game. Nostalgia copium. Sure, okay. Of course you would say that. Peachy. I was never able to get the same feeling playing any of the others out of all the remakes. Why they never remade it is a mystery to me. Yep, they should have done it. would be nice, but third person perspective is also welcome. I just feel like both RE4 RE2 remake and especially RE3 remake lack depth and attention into detail. Yes. My all-time RE dream is to get a faithful remake to RE1 in first person, being able to experience okay, so this guy said first person, which originally I know the developer when they made on the PS1 Resident Evil, originally they wanted first person, but it became a third person, not over the shoulder. What is it? Fixed camera angle style, because of the limitations of the hardware. I think RE2 remake was great, and just missed a few things from being complete. The third was just a cash in, and I'm not sure what went wrong behind the scenes to have allowed it. Yep. I would sacrifice RE3, but not RE2 remake. Okay. Like I said, I'm not a hater of the remakes. I'm not. I think they're okay if in their own separate ways. I think it's fine, but I would want to go back to this. And people are saying no one's tank controls. No one's asking for tank controls. Metal Gear did the same thing. Even in the one remake, you have new controls and tank controls. You can switch between them. Even the Tomb Raider remasters have tank controls or new controls. I'm just saying, give people options. That's all I'm saying. Give people options, And that's why JJ said that too. But he said it's an unpopular opinion. I would push back and say actually is a popular opinion. I think it is. The people that started Resident Evil with the remakes, they don't know those games, and they probably can't even go back and play those games. I'm just saying. The OGs know what's up. They know. I was just saying. They know what's up. So, it's a popular opinion. It's a popular opinion, for sure. Also, here's some more Resident Evil, since we're still on Resident Evil. Here's another one here, real quick. So this is by Pirate Nation, and it says Silent Hill Requiem was originally a tense, stealth-orientated horror game starring only Leon before the team went back to drawing board. People wouldn't want to see a tamed Leon. You're goddamn right. And they're goddamn right. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Leon as a character, how much he evolved can't be the same. But you could still give Leon opportunities where the tension happens, kind of deal where he loses his weapons in some areas and some weapons he still has, stuff like that. There's tension. You could do that. It's just how can you direct it in that way? I think you could still make a scary game with Leon, not just full action. I think it's possible. But how the series has progressed over the years, I don't think they can do it. I don't think that it's possible. I think it could be done if it's written correctly and they understand the character and what he went through and all this and that, kind of deal. Stuff can come back, that to haunt Leon, but they don't know how to do that. So Leon will be an action character, pretty much. He's the new John Wick, I would say. John Wick Leon, pretty much character. In essence. Let's see what else we got here. Well, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I started posting more on X again, guys. And I wanted to show you some things I've been working on. I've been messing with some AI. And I've been messing with AI for a little bit. It's been a year or something. But AI has been improving a bit each time. It's not perfect. And people that are still scared of it, they could be scared because it's not going to hurt you guys. Trust me. More and more I think about it, it feels like a roulette. It's like a casino. You're trying to get a prompt out and you're trying to have that idea what you want, but you always have to rotate it, what you want to get out of this image, kind of deal. So I combined pretty much Chat GPT with Grok, and I got like stuff like this. But I've had other videos I'm going to show you besides this, but this is one of them I tried out. And I'm just like testing out the waters kind of deal, I'm not like huge into it, but I am testing the waters out, trying to figure it out. And if I click on this real quick, I said just a quick short clip concept used with Grok of Jill Valentine getting ready from Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I added the in-game audio clip for it. I would watch a movie or series of this if it was faithful to the games. And it is true. I think this would be a cool concept. More and more I tested it. Some parts I got better, some parts I got worse. It was very what is the word? I had to test a lot of it. I have to test a lot, like definitely picking and choosing. It's not 100%. And that's why I'm saying all these companies are going into AI. They're going to have a problem later. I'm just saying, because it's not going to work out. So this is a concept I did.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
So it's very short, and I had to, I want to give it some room to breathe, but it's a very short clip. And yeah, some parts when she's like walking back and stuff, little things, she's like looking at the camera. Maybe she's horrified. Maybe someone's knocking at her door. That was like the concept I was thinking of. And she's getting ready for Gunn because this is like a memorable scene in RE3. A part comes up and she's talking about the backstory about Raccoon City and all that. And this is like
September 28th, daylight.
And then I just used the voice from the OG Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I did have one with the remake, but I was like, eh.
The monsters have overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
And then she looks at the camera. She gets her gun loaded, everything.
I've overtaken the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
And yeah, I thought it was really good. Jill Valentine looks like the one from Apocalypse, I think. Was it Apocalypse? No, I think it was 2. Resident Evil something. It was the one from that. The Mila Jovovich one. Kind of looks like her, the actress who played her. I think it's really good. I think it's a really good, like, young Jill Valentine. Of course, you have to have the
overtaken the city.
You have to. It's classic RE3. You have to. If this was an RE1 version, I would have her in the STARS uniform, kind of deal. Or if it was RE5, I would have the battle suit one. But yeah, that was one concept. I'll show you another concept. I might post it later, but I'll show you another concept I did for this. But yeah, I think it looks cool. Some of the stuff, people are saying, oh, it's AI slop. It's like, yeah, but the reason why we have this is because movies that come out or TV shows that are not faithful to the source material, people will do it with AI. That's the straight truth. And that's the fact that's what's happening. Here's one here. This one's pretty dumb. I'm going to show you guys. This one's so dumb, but I love it for being so dumb, kind of deal. Let me open it. Here we go. So here's Chris Redfield in RE5 in Africa. The BSAA have his patch. And check this out.
Give me an egg.
Dude.
Huh?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I love the face Chris Redfield makes. It's so funny. And he put the part where he breaks the egg. He's getting ready for the battle. Shoots the zombies are a little bit derped in the back. They're running around, falling. And he's like, oh, I'm going to take out an egg. Rips the egg apart and an Easter yolk. And he's like, fuck yeah. Give me an egg.
Holy shit.
It's so good, dude. The egg is so good, dude. It's so good. I thought it was hilarious. There's another one I just created recently. I did it, I think, yesterday. I think I did it yesterday. Yeah, I did. Here it is. Let me try to open it real quick. That's so funny. This one's actually...
Follow me.
This one, I use voice acting now. This one I use voice acting. This is Leon from RE4. This is just a team up. Ashley and Leon talking, trying to follow each other's orders and whatever. So, the voice acting, how would I say? I don't think AI is really good with the voice acting yet. It's just pretty mid and sometimes really bad. Now, the movement and some things are pretty good. Some of it is really good. I added music to it because it gives you more of the atmosphere. Check it out.
Follow me, Ashley.
Right behind you, Leon.
Stay close. Keep your eyes open.
I will.
So it's very, very short. Very short. But the concept, like everything, them in the village, trying to escape with Ashley. I tried to prompt it with Leon, with the image. And then I put it in Grok. So I had the image, typed it in Grok, and that's what I got out of it. So it looks pretty decent. Ashley's fine. I was gonna do more with Ashley, but this was a photo, pretty much a photo. I did it with ChatGPT. And then after that, the prompt was Ashley. And I just literally described her how she looks. Like, that was straight up what I did. And this is how it turned out. This took me many tries, though, because trying to figure out what you want, like what positioning, how you want to do this kind of deal. Because this part, like, you could tell this is the photo.
Follow me, Ashley.
This is the ChatGPT photo, what I got for Leon.
Follow me, Ashley.
Right behind you, Leon.
Stay close. Keep your eyes open.
I will.
Yeah, and then I added the music from RE4. I forgot what the song's called. But I'm working another one. It's one with Claire Redfield. Code Veronica, Claire Redfield style. I'm working with that one right now. But yeah, that is a bunch of the AI I've been working with, just testing it out. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what's up with that kind of deal. But yeah. Speaking about Resident Evil, there's one article here about Resident Evil itself already. And we already known about this, but it's just more proven fact that for the 30th anniversary, we're not just going to get Resident Evil 9, but there's going to be another Resident Evil, if not, coming next year. So this is by Insider Gaming. Code Veronica reveal up next. Not Resident Evil 5, it's claimed. I talked about in my last one that the voice actress who was Sheva Alomar in Resident Evil 5 has been doing something with Resident Evil recently. She's been teasing something. But people are saying, oh, is it Resident Evil 5 Remake? Is it some sort of movie? We don't know what it is. But I doubt it's Resident Evil 5. Well, I've said this even before, that Code Veronica and Resident Evil 0 are going to be it. Even if it's leaked or not, people are saying, oh, It's just leaks, all this. I don't think so. I think this is the most wanted remake was Code Veronica, to be honest. And it should have been before RE4. Either way. Do I want a remake of this? Yes. Will it be changed and altered? Probably. Will I get pissed? Yes. Probably. But hopefully it's just kept the same. The only problem, I'm okay, they might change some things, maybe. Most of it, just keep it the same. Maybe if they give more to the characters, more things, more, stuff in the game itself, add more to it, then I'll be okay. Notable Resident Evil Insider has started that the RE5 remake will not be announced in 2026. Instead, Code Veronica remake will be revealed. I think it's going to be revealed at Summer Games Fest, straight up. For those unaware, Resident Evil 5's voice actor made yeah, we know this. I just said this. The latest bit of information comes from Dust Golem. Of course, Dust Golem. Hate him or like him, he's been leaking Resident Evil stuff out for a while. Currently leaked Resident Evil Requiem reveal that Leon Kennedy, blah, blah, blah. Late last year, it was Code Veronica and Zero remake were scheduled to release in 2027, 2028. We know this. I did videos about it. Another post by the Insider also discusses the probably reasons Code Veronica and Zero remake took priority over others. The first reason is surveys where fans have apparently voted for these two titles to be remade. I know Code Veronica because I wanted Code Veronica, but I also want Dino Crisis, but I would love to have Dino Crisis back. And Zero, interesting. I wouldn't have picked Zero because I beat Zero recently, like a couple of years ago, and I thought it was okay. It was fine, but it has many problems. I don't like the mechanic of the dropping system. That wasn't my favorite. That's my only thing I would fix if there was a remake. Just have normal inventory and what is it? The box, inventory box and your normal inventory. I like that better. The second reason is that several devs at Capcom worked on the original RE0, okay, and have ideas to improve it. The third reason is seemingly scope and scale, where RE5 and RE6 are considerably bigger titles. Yes, they are. They are for sure. As always, readers should take the information with a grain of salt, blah, blah, blah. True, true, true. So there you go. That's why they're coming out. Because fans wanted these to be the next ones. The next one after this, I wouldn't be surprised after 0 and 1, or Code Veronica, it's going to be 1 remake. And then, if not 5, it'll be Outbreak. Because I think Outbreak could make another return. I think it could be. It could be a very fun game with friends. It could be a great co-op game. I think Outbreak could get another chance. I would love to see how they would do a remaster of Outbreak or a remake of that. It'd be interesting. But yeah, for that, that's the one, I guess, for Resident Evil. I think that's it for Resident Evil. So we got more things. Last week, I talked about Life is Strange, a new game coming out next week or whatever it was. They're going to be showing off the game, a first trailer of Life is Strange. Well, we finally got Life is Strange Reunion, ends Max and Chloe's story this March. So this game is coming out in March. So very soon. March 26th. So there you go. Microsoft has announced the next Life is Strange game, Life is Strange Reunion, which will conclude the story of fan favorites Max and Chloe. So if you played the first game, which that's the only one I have played, and for its time, I think it was fine. It was a fine game. It was okay. It's not my favorite game by far of any narrative, click point adventure games or making your choice games. It's not my favorite, but it was fine. I thought it was fine. After that, I really didn't care about this series, really, to be honest. And even with the new one, they brought back Max. I didn't hear that much good things about it as well. I don't really care as much anymore. Again, with this, I will wait and see what happens, but it feels like everything I've seen of this trailer itself, which I'm not going to show, but it just feels very nostalgia bait, where they're trying to get everything together. And I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back other characters from other games. They work together for this final whatever thing. This could be the last game for this company. This could be, because they've been having problems recently financially, layoffs. The games are not doing so hot. So this could be the last hurrah for this company that made Life is Strange, which we still have a Life is Strange Amazon series coming too of the first game, which I think it's going to do okay numbers, because a lot of, and this is more for women, I would say, but I've played it before too, and it's fine. It's fine. It's okay game, but it's not a game I would want to, I need to go back and replay it or do the other ending. It's not that kind of game. I'm not invested that much into it as much. But I understand the characters and I understand their motives and all this. Yeah. So, which will conclude the story out in March 26th. The game is coming to current generation consoles, and Xbox Wire appears to have shared a news headline dedicated to Steam. Andrew James, the senior brand manager of Life is Strange, wrote the blog on Xbox Wire announces the next game. In the piece, he spoke about own emotional connection to the story and promised fans the opportunity to decide how to bring Max and Chloe's story to a definitive conclusion. Now, there's two endings in the original. How is that gonna coalescent with which one is actually the real ending, which one is the fake ending, the alternative one? Because now, when you have two endings and the new ending is going to be the new, not the new ending, but it's the ending that they went with. So that is the ending. I think in this story, I think a lot of it is in Max's head. I could be wrong. I don't think Chloe's actually alive. It maybe, who knows, in some areas they might be. I don't know, because it doesn't transfer from the first game over, So I don't know. We'll see. Max and Chloe's relationship is at the core of the story. A relationship that you will choose how to develop over the course of the game. So if you want to be gay, you can be gay. If you don't want to be gay, you don't have to be gay. Hopefully they give you a choice. Not it's just gay or gay. Like, bro, no. Whether Chloe lived or died in Arcade Bay, and whether she and Max were friends or lovers. These choices are key, not just to the past you confirm as you play, but to the future you fight for chance to build. Okay, so they didn't really give me a choice, though. Because if you pick the one where she lives, they still had like a little kissing moment. But if you chose to kill her, then, still had it. So it's very confusing. So I don't know if this is really in her head or it's not. How are you going to make two different stories for this game? That seems like a lot of work. A lot of work for this game. I don't know. During the official live stream, January 20th, Hannah Tella, the actor behind Max Caulfield, and Rihanna Dervis, that portrays Chloe. So it's not Ashley anymore. What's her name? Aloy from Zero Dawn. She used to voice Chloe, so they have a new one. Experience how the story would come together based on the decisions players made in prior games. In the new title, Max will learn that she changed more than just the event in Life is Strange. Double exposure when she covered converged timelines. Okay, so I guess this is what I'm saying. If you played all the Life is Strange games, this might continue the story and continue the things you chose. Like kind of like a Mass Effect moment, which would be actually kind of interesting, but I don't know. Would I be enticed to play it all? Even there's also like a prequel too for Life is Strange, like the first one. So I don't know. I didn't hear really good things about the last one, so I don't know. I could be wrong. So it's gonna be $40, which isn't bad, and the deluxe edition for $50. That's not too bad. Not too bad. There's one that's priced double exposure with $60. I know there's one for like $100, and that one's like a vinyl or whatever. Not really worth it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I will keep watch on this and see, but I think Life is Strange has its time. I don't think it feels like this is its last hurrah. I feel like I don't know what will happen after Life is Strange, but maybe this will be like an Avengers moment where all these characters from each one come together and help Max at the very end, or something happens. They have to stop what this bad things that's happening, this catastrophe or whatever. Kind of like what is it? Galactus event happens or whatever. Save the world kind of deal. Yeah, we'll see with that. We will see with Life is Strange. But you know what else is strange? There's so much, guys. There's so much here. Here we go. Not too strange, but I saw this. CDPR, CD Red, pretty much PR, could spend up to $800 million on The Witcher 4. It's estimated. What?
Holy shit.
Almost $1 billion on The Witcher 4. This better be a really good game. This better not piss people off. I'm just telling. This better be based as fuck. Better be actually really good. And really good. And not any problems with Unreal Engine 5. You know, it's just, I hear good things and bad things about Unreal Engine 5. I just hear more bad, though, because of the optimization. That's it. Our analyst has predicted that CD Projekt Red could end up spending close to $800 million on the development and marketing of Witcher 4. The Witcher 4 will be the next big moment. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about, because a real quick one, that these game budgets are extreme, dude. They're so extreme. This game shouldn't be $800 million. Even GTA 6 shouldn't be $1 billion or whatever it is, you know? It shouldn't be, but it is, unfortunately. Which we don't know if GTA 6 will actually come out this year. They've said it moved to November, but is it going to come out? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. The reason why GTA 6 will not come out probably is because I have it right here. Where was it? I had it right here. What the heck? There it is. This got postponed, so an explosion. This is by Pirate Nation. An explosion has occurred at Rockstar North's building in Edinburgh, the studio behind GTA 6. Fire crews are on scene, attending what appears to be a boiler-related incident, with the area coordinated off by police. No deaths or injuries reported so far. It is unclear if this will impact GTA 6 development. So there you go. Another reason why it could be delayed. Just saying. It could be delayed for this reason too, for GTA 6. We don't know. We don't know. And more things we heard about it, where GTA 6, they're saying they're still not in the phase of actually tweaking the game. They're still doing story stuff for it and this and that. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? It's not even gold yet. It's not even. They're not even doing bugs yet. Maybe it's just multiplayer. Maybe that's what they're working with, the missions and stuff. Maybe it's just multiplayer. Actually, I didn't think about that. Now I'm thinking about it now. I think it could be multiplayer that they're doing. So maybe they want to do multiplayer and single player on the same day it comes out. That could be wild. That could be a thing. I could see that. I could see that actually happening. Yeah. Yeah, so that is with that too for GTA. GTA. Let's see. A lot of things here. I don't know. I might go a little bit into this. I don't know if I want to fully. Because I really don't care anymore, to be honest. Let me see. I got refresh. Okay. Let's see. Here it is. Prince. There you go. This is by Geeks and Gamers article here, and it says Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake canceled as Ubisoft announces sweeping company reset. So, Ubisoft is resetting what they're doing now with their games, and they've canceled like 6 games altogether or something. And one of them was Prince of Persia and Sands of Time remake, which modern Ubisoft, you know that thing's going to be ass. You just know it. It's going to be crazy girl boss moments. You already know what's going to happen with modern Ubisoft. Sorry guys. Ubisoft is restructuring, and as a result, several games, including the remake of Prince of Persia and the Sands of Time, are being canceled, with 7 more delayed. Ubisoft sweeping company are also cause a closing of 2 of the company's studios, while others will experience the latest on the series layoffs. Ubisoft has been instituting in October. Ubisoft offered employees a massive entertainment development of Star Wars Outlaws, blah, blah, blah. Sands of Time getting canceled. So far, Ubisoft was only mentioned Prince of Persia: Sands of Time among the canceled games, but total 6 games on chopping block. All that IGN knows is 3 are new IPs and 1 is a mobile game. Who cares about the mobile game, right? Well, maybe some people do. Mobile game I don't consider to be a gaming per se thing. I don't really consider mobile, but some mobile games are pretty good, not gonna lie. Some are actually pretty good, and that's why I play them on PC. They delayed games were also not named, although one was set for launch before March 31st. The game is expected to be remastered of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Black Flag. There you go, guys. I didn't say what, I was going to say. The other F slur.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That game, whatever it is, will now be released during the next financial year, which means sometimes before March 31st. There you go. They're focusing on different things. So they're focusing on Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Siege, and Far Cry. I guess those are the main three they're going to be focusing mostly with these games. And we have also the human cost of Ubisoft. Next cost cutting measures could see now another 200,000 plus jobs lost. There you go. Ubisoft is cutting a lot of people. It's because this company is just going under. Straight up. Their games are ass. Gamers just don't like Ubisoft no more. When you have no confidence that you can bring back these gamers and what you've been saying for years on, because you needed all the backup of Tencent and all these other companies, these what is it called? Subsidiaries to back you out, and that's the only thing you have. You don't have anything else. You're on bankruptcy. You're losing people. You have to cut corners, and gamers don't give a shit no more about Ubisoft. Straight up, they don't give a shit about Ubisoft. They really don't. Ubisoft shares crashed by 30% after restructuring news. Again, more crashing, more burning. Ubisoft is getting felted. And like they should be, because they didn't learn from their last problems they had. And every time it's just a shit show, mistake after mistake after mistake. And they never learn from the mistakes. They never do. They never do. When they have to promote this game and have all these identity politics in it, as well as just greedy concepts that gamers hate. And on the other, a cherry on top is that one guy, I think it was like the investor, he was talking about like gamers need to learn how to not own their own games. That's just like straight up, that's straight up just against the gamer itself. That's literally like, that's how you lose your company. You say things like that. Like Xbox had the same thing. Remember with the Xbox One and when it came out, always online this. They never recovered from that Xbox. They never recovered. Never from Xbox One because of that. If you say something like that, you know you're going to get backlash. You're going to get backlash so hard, and that's why people are fed up with Ubisoft games. They don't like them. You used to be Assassin's Creed flag or Assassin's Creed fan. Can't speak. They've changed those games too. You know, the early Assassin's Creed games were lit. They were pretty good. Those were good games, the earlier ones. And, you know, it started to get tedious over time because how much they came out so fast, those games. It had no innovation of it. And you could tell even now they still don't have that much innovation for these Assassin's Creed games. They're just not good. They're not polished. They're badly written. They're not good games. I call them video game slop. Ubisoft is Ubislop. It's straight up. It's just slop games. Even Far Cry. Far Cry used to be sick in the early days. Now it's just Far Cry this, Far Cry that. It's just go here, do this, go here, do that. It's like, it's just slop. These games are slop. Straight up. I'm sorry. It's the fact. I wouldn't shed a tear if they just went away. Besides IP. Like, I like Rayman, Splinter Cell, Far Cry, you know, Assassin's Creed. A lot of these game titles, Prince of Persia, like a lot of these game franchises are so good still. But the thing is, I would just want them to be sold off to someone else, because apparently Ubisoft can't do these games no more. They can't make actually games that gamers want. They just think about the money all the time. It's just about the money. How much can we just take away from everyone? Kind of deal, you know? Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it because it's just so annoying. It's getting very tiresome with Ubisoft, and I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Don't care. Really don't care about that anymore. Here we go. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what we got else here. Here's another one real quick. Sorry, guys. Something's in my eye. All right. All right. Here's another one. Legend of Zelda live action movie to stream on Netflix after theatrical release. So, after we watch the Legend of Zelda movie, the live action in the movie theaters, it'll be going straight to Netflix after that. So that's what they're trying to do. Live action Legend of Zelda movie will be streamed exclusively on Netflix after a theatrical and home entertainment release. Why? Why Netflix? Where was the Mario movie first streamed? Was it on Peacock or was it Paramount? I don't remember. But Netflix for Zelda? Really? Netflix really jumped on this one. They're like, Zelda? Oh, we gotta have that. Very little is known about the Legend of Zelda movie. We know a little bit, but not too much yet. Our partnership with Netflix has always been incredibly valuable. This new Play One deal takes that partnership to the next level and reinforces the enduring appeal of our theatrical release to Netflix global audience. It is also further underscore the strength of our independence and unique ability to create meaningful opportunities, benefit of creating stakeholders, consumers, and world-class partners. So yeah, it's wild. Legend of Zelda is coming to Netflix. That's crazy. Yeah. Didn't see that happening at all. I thought Netflix would not be the one that would jump on this. I thought it would be like Peacock, Paramount Plus. I don't know who else, but something like that, But yeah, that's the Legend of Zelda coming to Netflix, guys. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, we have more movies though are coming out. More movies. So check this out. This is by Kenan Thompson or Kenan Thompson. If you don't know, they were in all that, Kenan and Kel show, all that. They're from that. It's a show from an era, 90s. I grew up watching it in Nickelodeon too. So they're back again. They were the Good Burger. Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Remember that? They were good. That was their skit. So now, y'all heard it here first. Kenan and Kel meet Frankenstein coming soon. Oh shit. More deets on this week episode of God Sports, blah blah blah. Big thanks to my bro for jumping in to spill the news with me. Kenan and Kel are back. Let's get it. That's crazy. So I guess they're doing like a Halloween special, or it's going to be a movie with Kenan and Kel. So they're back with Frankenstein. Okay, I dig it. So Kenan and Kel kind of is like the kid version of Cheech and Chong, I would say. Like kind of like that style, kind of humor. It's not bad at all. So excited. Frankenstein in January. I've been being everyone that you two are makes sense. The feels, it's so peak. Well, yeah, I think it's gonna be good. It's fine. It's for people that watched it when they were kids or whatever. They loved the show back in the day. I think it's for just people like that. It's gonna be very niche, and it's for people that like that stuff. So very niche, but very cool at the same time. what's his name? Kenan and Kel are back in some way. Just a little movie or something for the fans. Maybe it's a Halloween movie. I don't know. We'll find out and see about that one. Don't know about that one. Don't know. Here's more about movies. So here we go. This is discussing film. Check this out. This is interesting. Why CGI is so bad now compared to a couple of years ago. It used to be really good. Pirates of the Caribbean director Gore Verbinski says that some CGI in movies now is worse because of over-reliance on Unreal Engine. People started thinking maybe movies can also be Unreal for finished visual effects, so you have this sort of gaming aesthetic entering the world of cinema. Yeah, I think that's fact. That's actually a fact. That's true. Over-reliant on Unreal Engine is true. Like I said, I hear bad things about it, but I hear also some positive things about it. Now, why are they using that and not using actual normal? They even show you Davy Jones. This still holds up. This animation they did, these effects for Davy Jones. If you watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movie and you see Davy Jones, it still holds up. Straight up. It's really well made. It's really good effects. It's timeless. It's almost timeless. And then you see the prequels of Star Wars, especially the first one. You can tell it's a little bit more rough, but it's still doable. Now, most things that come out, CGI, which can be also AI, not even with Unreal, just look like ass to me. I don't know. If like I said, CGI is downgraded over time instead of upgraded. So, this makes so much sense when you see CGI garbage like this. Yeah, the Nick Cage Superman. Yeah, this was really ass. Yeah. So, absolute cinema. Yeah, he's telling facts here. This is facts, for sure. Again, too much reliance on Unreal Engine, too much reliance on AI and everything, and you don't get actually the artists that actually know how to do this stuff, the great ones out there. They don't get a shot at it. Maybe because it costs more money. They're trying to do this and that to make it a bit easier, which it's not working. It's not working out. And you could tell it's starting to get worse and worse over time. So, if you get really good like VHSX editors and people that can make these great versions of stuff, drawn and made and constructed, you will be praised. I think you should be hired more if you see these CGI stuff to get better and better. But if you see these cheap ass AI stuff, and not just AI, but like in general, just CGI being made, it's starting to get worse in that department. I saw that a lot in the new Superman areas where I was like, ugh, I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, but yeah. Yeah, very interesting though. Very interesting indeed with that. Let's see what else we got here. I'll do that story for another time. Let's see. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, here we go, guys. So, Return to Silent Hill bombs hard in early reviews. So, early reviews come out for this movie. This movie just came out today. if you're even aware of this movie coming out. It just came out today. So people are watching this movie now. And it's not looking too hot. Return to Silent Hill is not what you think, for this thing. And you know what's weird? Because they got the guy who made Silent Hill 1, even though it's not perfect, per se, it's not at all. It's still an enjoyable movie, the Silent Hill 1 movie. It's still enjoyable for me. It still is. It's still better than most Resident Evil movies out there. It's still okay. It's an okay movie. I enjoyed it. I have problems with it, but I did enjoy it. Now this one I hear is probably worse than the Resurrection one, or the one with the 3D, whatever they had. It was Silent Hill, and then they had Silent Hill Resurrection, or whatever it's called, Revelation. I forget what it's called. But that one was the worst movie of the group. I hear this one's actually worse than that, or in between. So it's not doing so well with critics and reviewers, the audience. Critics have described it as massively disappointing adaptation of the classic horror video game. An atmospheric, supernatural horror thrill that offers no suspense, thrills, or playable scenes, and an adaptation that fails to improve upon the sound material or do anything particularly new and interesting. This makes it the worst reviewed Silent Hill movie in the franchise, and this isn't saying much. Yikes. Dude, so this is pretty much Welcome to Raccoon City. Now it's Return to Silent Hill. Which one's worse, dude? Which one's worse? It's crazy, dude. It's so
Holy
crazy.
shit.
It's so crazy. The 2006 adaptation of Sean Bean is a Scorsese's epic in comparison with 33% Rotten Tomatoes score, and generally isn't a bad watch. Where 2012's Silent Hill Revelations, that's the one, sees reception plunge to 8%. I wonder, I'm going to go on Rotten Tomatoes. I wonder how much it's doing now. I'm interested to see how it's doing now. Return to Silent Hill. How much is it doing? Even though I don't like the critics usually for things like this, because sometimes we had that with the Five Nights at Freddy movie, the new one and the old one. Critics didn't like it, but people that knew the source material and liked it, they enjoyed it. So, I don't know. It depends on that. Okay, here it is. Rotten Tomato, Return to Silent Hill. Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude. 70% rotten. Oh my gosh. With 30 reviews by critics. Audience score 32%. 50 plus. Yikes, dude. This is doing horribly. They probably did what I've been saying for a while. They always adapt things that are from the source material and then put their own twist on it. I bet you they did some sort of stupid twist in this that pissed a lot of people off from the original. I swear to you, that's what they did. They changed this movie so much. You're going to have the same characters. They're going to act completely differently. And they're going to have some sort of twist in it that's nothing like the original. That's what they're doing. I swear to you, that's what's doing. Return to Silent Hill aims for a similar uncanniness. Sometimes the actors look like digital doubles, just the result as less Phantom Realm, more enjoyable assembly of cutscenes. Yikes. Low rent. Goofy and low rent. It's a dire look at what happens when you can't leave the past behind. Holy shit, dude. 5 out of 10. Between unnecessary lore changes and a okay of thematic heft in some of its storytelling. The filmmakers returned to a franchise, a weird mix of anxiety, recantations, and Gordian's visuals. Oh, shit. This is not good. Audience review. Let's see. Everything was inconsistent and inconsistent and CGI. I want my money back. Okay. The team behind the film looked some creative liberties when choosing to create a film adaptation. That's why I said they put it on choice. They do their own liberties of it. That's what happened. This is why it's probably disappointing. I had a feeling, dude, the music was good. I saw the music. The atmosphere looked good. And then everything else after that. James doesn't look like James. And some characters don't look. It looked like, I'm like, what is this? What is this in the trailer? I was like, what is happening? You know, I'm so confused. Great visuals and thoughtfully enjoyed. Okay. See, I'm just reading the reviews. I'm going to review this on Criticlist when I get to the point when I want to watch this movie. If it's really this bad, I would want to wait and see when it comes out on something streaming. I will watch it. This is a movie I'm not going to the movie theater for. Fuck no. Stand-alone horror story. It's good, but if you're a fan of the game, you will find it's lacking. There's something. Okay, so if you just like horror game movies by himself, this might be an interesting watch. But if you're a fan of the game, you're probably gonna dislike it. Yikes! That sounds like a lot of game adaptations into movies, or games into movies. Silent Hill, but if it was told by a very drunk person who remembers a few story bits and just makes up the rest of it. Ooh, that's brutal, dude. This is brutal. Yikes. Not too good. Not too good at all. That sucks. I wanted this to be good. I literally watched a Silent Hill fan version of it that was pretty decent. It was very short. I wish there was more of it. But it's probably better than this, to be honest. Fan movie. But yeah. Ouch. 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 I've got you. Ouch. Ouchie, ouch. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. But you know what else was crazy? Could be disappointing too, to be honest. We got more drama. We got more drama here, guys. I wish listed this because based game devs. The LGBTQ plus community is trying to cancel the upcoming medieval RPG Knight's Path. And this was on their thing. They talked about this. After the developers introduced a heterosexual female romance option, which is, we're going to talk about Fable, sort of like a Fable. A user asked about LGBTQ plus representation and received the reply, "We care about fun, not modern agendas." What? That is insane to say, dude. That's insane. Based. Everything has to be gay. Everything needs the comment. We're making this game. Does it have LGBTQ this? Does it have LGBTQ flags? Does it have LGBTQ capes? Does it have... No. Dude, we're not doing that. This is medieval times, dude. This is not modern times. Are you retarded? Are you absolutely retarded? This is why you're going to get slammed. This is why you... Now, maybe it was rage bait, or maybe these people are actually mentally ill. Straight up. Because I know gay people, the gay people that actually understand, they don't give a shit about that stuff. They don't care. They don't care. They just If it's gay, okay, it's gay. But if you force the gay stuff in there, people are just not going to like it. You know, no one likes stuff that's forced in. No one cares. Since then, critics have been spreading manipulated images from Steam, claiming the game was made with AI, among other things. There you go. I think that was the female. Introducing Amelia. Is this Amelia with the freaking... You guys know what's going with the Pathfinder thing in the UK with Amelia with the purple hair? It kind of gives me that vibe, dude. I like it. One of the female characters you can you can form a romantic relationship with in the game. Very, very cute girl. Very cute. Not gonna lie, very cute. It's a cute girl, cute face. Not masculine at all. Holy shit. It's not masculine. It's actually a woman. Not some crazy, looking. It actually looks like a woman. Holy shit, dude. Cute. How do you like the female characters to be represented visually in RPGs? Oh, they even added a poll. Oh shit. I'm gonna check that out real quick. Knight's Path. We care about gaming and fun, not modern agendas. Damn, this is base. I already wishlisted it. I straight up wishlisted these guys. Straight up. Let me go on their thing real quick. The game looks actually pretty cool too. We should check it out. Let's check this gameplay trailer out or whatever. Thank you everyone seeing Knight's Path being talked about everywhere. Carried. Dude, they're so base. They don't even need to advertise the game. People are just going to grab it and buy it now, kind of deal. It's crazy. So where was the female gameplay trailer? Here it is. Was this it? Show the poll. How do you like female characters to be represented visually in RPGs? So the winner was naturally beautiful. Okay, I like that. Naturally beautiful. Average, realistic. I see realistic people every day. You don't need that. Ugly and better. The uglier, the better. 3.3. That's crazy that some people wanted average realistic girls. Really? I don't know. I feel like there's natural beauty. Like, a lot of women have natural beauty in them. It's just all the makeup and everything that ruins it sometimes, I don't know. 10 out of 10 bombshell. Yeah, you don't need that. It's not that kind of game. It's during the different time. But yeah, natural, beautiful is good. She's hotter if she gives us ale and food. Fact. This is based. All kinds of people in the world, so it's good if there are just as many in my games. I don't care what women are in. Women are beautiful as they are. Like, bro. Agree. In an open world, these should be all kinds of female types. Worlds where every woman looks like a top model break immersion. And the same happens if all of them look like ugly trolls. Agreed. So you can have NPCs that look normal, and then there's some NPCs that look a little bit more good looking, and you could have ones that are a little bit bigger, So if he's pretty much, they're saying, yeah, we have all kinds of people in our game that are like that, I think that matters in intention. Each female character, while they a lover, a mother, or whichever, a nun, that's fine. Like, different characteristics, different how characters look. Not everyone has to look hot. That's not what I'm saying. You don't need to do that. It's just most of the time when they have even normal characters, they just look androgynous. And that's when it's like, what are we doing here? Like, that's a female. That's not a male. Or not even a male. I don't know what that is. Whoa, what the fuck? That's great. That's great. So, yeah, these guys are awesome. Pretty based. There's another one. She is a result of a long collaboration between Alex and Targon with the goal of creating a natural, beautiful female character whose appears reflects who she is. Work on a page. Nice. Nice. We will not include a modern dialogue like this in the game, and the particular one I always found super funny. They won't have this. Okay, but if you had to guess roughly when, do you think you'll be home from the war? Yikes. Yikes. That's pretty, yeah, that's not good. Can you drink with her and protect her from invaders? Does MC get to have his hand held? You know. Will you only be able to play as a dude in this game? Yes. Okay. So this is only dude. So this is like Fable 1. This is Fable 1. Which we're going to be talking about the Fable reboot because you can do male and female. And some things are questionable, but we'll see. Yes. So I wishlisted this game because based as fuck and awesome. I don't know where that thing came, but people were saying some dumb shit. And this is the gameplay. I'll show you the gameplay of this game. I already wishlisted it, and there's people talking crazy stuff. It looks good. Still in development, though. Pre-alpha. Still footage. It looks like a third-person Fable slash, what is that? Not Definitive Sin. Kingdom Come game. Kind of like that. Combat looks really interesting, kind of like Chivalry. Damn. Souls-like combat almost. Shit. This is only alpha too. Imagine when the real game starts coming. Damn, this is gonna be an RPG game. Fight the dragon. Come from the war, meet your wife, make you food and drinks. So sick. Hell yeah. What the fuck? He's fighting a snail? That's awesome, dude. So yeah, I saw them. And I already wishlisted them. Heck yeah. I also wishlisted the other game. I forgot what it was. It was the House Senyata. The last one we were talking about last live stream. House of Senyata. It's the guy who made Legacy of Kain, Omen, and Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. He made that game. And he's actually pretty cool too, and based as fuck. So I wishlisted that too. Even though I'm not a huge like MMO fan, I wouldn't mind to give it a shot since it's gonna be free to play anyways. But I don't know what this is gonna be, Knight's Path. But I like what they're showing. Drama. Oh shit! Here comes the drama. Trying to cancel him, Knight's Path now because of what they said. I love how developers ignore LGBTQ idiots and actually care what normal gamers want. Good job. Keep it up. I wish developers all the best. Hell yeah. Heard of the game because of the blah, blah, blah. Pirate Nation tweet got me. Wish list. Hell yeah. You do not deserve to succeed. You do not. Add because of the devs have a backbone. Let's go, boys. Added because they have a backbone. Hell yeah. Added because the devs have a backbone. Woke is back. Woke is back. I hope alternatively half your player base was worth it to own the libs. Modern agenda ignored. No, it's not even being based. It is based, but at the same time, it's just common sense. Like, we're talking about medieval RPG time. era, with knights. Like, yes, they probably had some of that in the background, but it was very hidden, all the gay stuff in the back. It was very hidden if it was actually a thing. Most of it did not happen. A lot of it probably did not happen. So it's very not public. It was very secretive in some way. If it did happen, if one of them was gay. But they're like, no, we're just going to do straight up just normal heterosexual women and man liking each other kind of deal. And then they're not even talking about the gameplay. The gameplay looked kind of good too, though. Like, it looks pretty decent. Like, just people being butthurt because there's no LGBTQ representation. AI slop. Now it's base devs, day one buy. There you go. This is how you advertise. You get a little conversation going here. Even if it's bad or good, you have a talking point. You don't even have to use an ad. Kingdom's Path just literally made it. They made it. Now, if the game's going to be good, we will see. I think it's going to be good. I feel like they're working hard on it. It could be another alternative to Fable, which we'll be talking about Fable today. Okay. So, yeah. Just want to bring it up because freaking base, dude. Like, why won't you just wishlist this? Come on. Like, straight up. It's awesome. Pathfinder. Or not Pathfinder. What is it called? Pathfinder was that UK game. Kingdom Pass or whatever it's called. It's really good. Really good. Really good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What we got here next? I think we're on the big topics now, right? I think so. I think so. All right. Let's talk about the topics that you clicked on this live stream for. Because we're done with the smaller topics for now. There was more I'm going to do later. But we're going to be talking about this. So, this is by Geeks and Gamers. They got this article here. And it says, The Brave and the Bold Writer. This is the Batman movie. With James Gunn. The DCU for James Gunn. Revealed Christina Hudson, The Flash, Birds of Prey, including the Batgirl movie that got canceled, that they never showed, tapped for DCU Batman.
Holy shit.
Whew. This already doesn't sound good. I wish we could just have a Batman. Even the Batman sounds better now, the second part of the Batman, than this. I don't like James Gunn, how he directs his movies. I don't like his movies that much. I really don't. Guardians of the Galaxy is passable. The Suicide Squad is all right in some instances, but I do hate how he went through that too. And then after that, nothing I liked anything with James Gunn. Not including the Supergirl movie coming out this year. So, the mysterious writer of The Brave and the Bold, the first Batman film in James Gunn's DCU, has been revealed as Christina Hudson, the writer of The Flash and Birds of Prey. The Flash was a shitty-ass movie, and Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, Anticipation, whatever, Inoculation, I don't even know what it's called. That movie was so ass. They did Black Canary dirty. They did Huntress dirty. They did every character dirty. Harley Quinn, everyone's dirty. Black Mask was done dirty. Every character was done dirty, dude. Every one of them. Absolutely disappointing. This news came first from Scooper, actually Jeff Schneider on the blog, who made it clear that the information was subject to change, but they known that the Hudson was writing The Brave and the Bold as tonight. meaning the night. Today, Schneider reportedly confirmed that Hollywood Reporter deadline making the announcement officially, although blah, blah. Okay. Andy Muschietti to direct and Christina Hudson to write Brave and the Bold. James Gunn has kept his identity of the Brave and the Bold writing secret for some time, saying that he didn't want to writer to feel public pressure. Yikes. And that we know it's Christina Hudson. It's easy to see why we thought she would Snyder Hudson name was being kept a secret because of her DC track records. Yeah, they weren't good. Why is a Batman movie written by a woman? I'm just saying. I'm not being sexist here in any way. A Batman IP should be written by a dude. Straight up. It's a dude IP. It's a dude IP. Straight up. I just don't see a woman. Maybe if it's a based woman, I don't know. But it's very rare to see Batman being represented by a woman writer. It just doesn't make no sense. It's not because of that. Because women can write good stories. It's just, it's not all these women that can do that. You know, it's not like all men can write. Like James Gunn. I don't like James Gunn how he writes his stories. There you go. I didn't like it. But there's probably other dudes out there that can write Batman better in better situations, or Superman. It's just everyone has bad and good in them in what they do. But she just has a really bad record. Why would you give her a Batman movie first up in your new DCU, James Gunn? Why? Referring to her scripting duties on The Flash and Birds of Prey, both are those movies crashed and burned at the box office, and neither is well liked by most fans. Yeah, they suck. Gunn bringing Hudson on board to write the debut Batman movie is a bit stunning in lights of that. So I have no expectations for this movie anymore. I literally don't give two fucks about this movie. I don't. And of course, they have to bring back Robin, which is fine. I'm okay with Robin. Maybe we should start with Dick, right? The first Robin? No, we're going to start with, what is it? Tim? Is it Tim Drake? No. Who is it? I don't even know. I don't remember. But it's one of the Robins before or after. It's like, can we just do Dick first and then other stories? No. We'll do the one that's the last one. Batman movie. Moreover, Hudson also wrote Batgirl, which Warner Bros. CEO David Zaslav deemed too bad to release. It's so bad, the movie, that we couldn't even release it. Why would you put that as the writer of your new Batman movie? Your new DCU, James Gunn. Why? Why? Do you want this to be canceled too? Was part of the team of writers Gunn. Okay. This is all I need. Literally all I need. I don't give two fucks about this. You know what? I'm more excited about the Batman part 2. You know, the one with I can't remember. Robert Pattinson. I'm more excited about the Robert Pattinson. I'm still concerned. But I'm more anticipating that than this. I don't give two fucks about this one. Sorry. I really don't. This is not my cup of tea. This is not my cup of tea at all. So yeah. Fuck that shit. It's so retarded. These people in the movie industry, they know the only industry where you keep failing and you still get a job. How the fuck does that even happen, dude? Like, literally, you just suck at your job and somehow you still get roles and jobs to do the next movies for these IPs. I don't understand how that works. It's like the only industry that does that, straight up. What the hell? What the heck is going on? All right, what we got here? Oh, we're almost 2-hour mark. All right, let's get into this Nintendo of America thing. Okay, guys, here we go. So we got some new info of the new COO or president of Nintendo of America. This is by Geeks and Gamers, and the article says Nintendo fans alarmed as first Devon Pritchard speech sparks Kathleen Kennedy 2.0 comparison.
Holy shit.
Any more bullets? No!
Huh?
I need more bullets. That's the wrong one. I need more bullets.
Huh?
No!
Oh, shit, dude. No, Kathleen Kennedy just dropped. She left Lucasfilm, and now we got the new Kathleen Kennedy coming in. Dude, they actually look similar, not gonna lie. Yikes. Oh, boy. I know people have looked into this woman, and, you know, a lot of Nintendo fans are backing her up, all this and that. You know, I wasn't even okay with Doug Bowser. But she's a woman, now it's not okay, you know, to think that she's actually going to change Nintendo of America and make it not as good. Thank goodness it's not Nintendo of Japan, because they are the leads. They tell America what to do. Now, if this was the leader of Nintendo, then we would be in a huge problem with Nintendo at the moment, you know? Really would be. Really would be. So, Nintendo fans are raising concern following the first major public remarks from Devon Pritchard. The newly appointed president, president of and COO of Nintendo of America. A speech delivered at the New York Game Awards has sparked backlash online, with critics drawing comparisons to Kathleen Kennedy and her controversial leadership era of Lucasfilm. It should be questionable. Their concerns were recently raised in a video of the main Geeks and Gamers channel with Jeremy. Okay, so Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy, he has this video on it. I just want to read the article, though. Clips of the Pritchard's remarks begins concluding shortly after the event, igniting debate among longtime Nintendo fans who worry that familiar Hollywood-style corporate messages may be creeping into the gaming giant's Western landscape. I hope the Japanese put them into their place. I swear, the Japanese market needs to be more... they were too friendly. They need to be a little bit more tolerable. They need to take things and say no is no kind of deal. They just can't accept everything now. They need to push back. I think they should push back. They need to, and they should push back with all the Western ideas, because they're not working. They're not working. Just do how you like to do them. Don't listen to any other influence. Don't listen to other things that are going around them. Just do what you like to do. Make your own games. Every dream matters, and why fans are skeptical. During her speech, Devon Pritchard praised the New York Game Awards for supporting the industry and emphasized that every dream matters. Not really. People have dreams, yes, but people have ideas, yes. Are they dumb? Sometimes yes, and sometimes they're not. So this is stupid. This is just saying everyone is welcome. Everyone has a dream. Everyone can do what they. It's like sometimes dreams don't work like that. Sometimes by luck. Sometimes you actually get work hard and get it. It just doesn't appear and plops on your lap and you have it. That doesn't work. That's not reality. And that everyone deserves a chance to do meaningful and creative work in games and storytelling. No. This is why we have a problem now in the gaming industry. There's a lot of activists and people that joined in, tourists that join in, and they put their own influence into it, into series that we've loved and cared for a very long time, and then they just change out of nowhere. What happened? What's going on? What is this huge change? What is happening? Kind of deal. It's better that we don't do that. Let's not do that, okay? Let's not do that. This is very typical HR kind of thing. And yeah, this is the video. Check this out.
My name is Devin, and before anything else, I want to celebrate the New York Game Awards. 15 years of supporting the games industry, and in doing so, lifting up the voices, stories, and dreams of so many. This show connects people who are united by a shared belief that every dream matters and that everyone deserves a chance to do meaningful and creative work in games and storytelling.
This doesn't sound like a gamer. This sounds like an HR department woman. It really does. It sounds like she just, what is going on? Most people don't know her backstory, but we'll get into that as well. Because there is backstory of what she did. Even though she's been at Nintendo for a very long time, she's done some things there.
The Playing with Purpose program supports the creators, the coders,
And now it's not because she's a woman, because people are like, oh my God, it's a woman. That's why. No, I said the same thing with Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser wasn't good leader either. Reggie Fils-Aimé was a better leader. Though I do have questions when he was in power too at Nintendo of America. He still was a better leader than any of these new people now. Like Iwata, Miyamoto, Reggie was the three duo of Nintendo. They were the kings of Nintendo. That's when Nintendo was probably the best years of Nintendo. Those were the best years. Straight up. I think that was my favorite years. After this, it just went downhill.
Writers and anyone else dreaming big to join this community and bring all that makes them unique. I'm excited to meet you, to hear those stories, and to learn from your journeys. And remember, like any good video game character, you're on an adventure, and every step you take matters. There are some gnarly bosses, sure.
Gnarly bosses, guys. Sure, some gnarly bosses. I'm trying to connect with you gamers. You gamers know that, right? Welcome, fellow gamers. You know we got bosses, right? And there's some hard bosses, but we can connect together. That's what gamers do, right? Bro.
But also many good friends along the way who will support you, and powerful rewards for those who persevere. So keep believing, keep playing, and know that you truly belong in this game.
No, if you're passionate about gaming and you love gaming, yes, you probably should be in the game. But if you don't care and you're just here to just signal message, and some of these journalists do that too, the writers too, and the journalists, they don't care about gamers. Most of them actually are against gamers, and most of them don't even care about games at all. But they're still writing articles. So, exactly, why are these people in power when they don't know what the hell they're doing? Oh, that was it. Okay. While the language sounds inclusive on the surface, many fans argue that the similar message has historically preceded major creative and cultural shifts at entertainment companies. Shifts that often result in alternating core audiences. That's where the comparison to Kathleen Kennedy Lucasfilm comes in. The reaction was swift. Social media, YouTube commentary, and gaming forums quickly filled with skepticism, with critical questioning whether Nintendo of America is beginning to adopt priorities more common to Hollywood studios than to game-focused publishers. And that's what I'm saying. She could be still good. I doubt it, though. She could be still a good leader. I doubt it. But just from this and what we know about her already is already red flag. Straight up. She was the people. She was one of those people. She was a lawyer at Nintendo, too, that put all those copyright strikes for all the people and did lawsuits for all those people that did something with the emulation or even did music, and they had to go through lawsuits and all that. She was that person. So, you know, why the Kathleen Kennedy comparison keeps coming up. The comparison of Kathleen Kennedy is not about credentials or resume. It is about rhetoric. Critics argue that phrases like everyone belongs and everyone deserves to be here have become shortened for a corporate mindset that prioritizes ideological messages over audience trust. In other industries, that approach has often led to dismissing longtime fans and obstacles rather than stakeholders. In the commentary surrounding Pritchard's speech, critics worried that this type of language frequently functions as a coded messaging, signaling a swift away from serving existing fans and toward redefining who the product is for. For Nintendo fans, this is a particular sensitive issue. Nintendo has long been viewed as one of the last major publisher relative insulated from the culture and ideological battles and have consumed film and television. While Nintendo is always 2 steps backward, and then when they actually hit that mark, what was that trendy thing is not trendy anymore. So Nintendo just literally went into the trend. That's not trendy anymore. This thing's out. Pretty much it's out. The pendulum is swinging other way now. No one cares about these identity politics, these messaging. No one cares and no one wants these. So Nintendo's, I guess, likes this now in some instances. I don't understand. Nintendo America track record adds to the concern. While Nintendo hasn't yet become the cultural battleground that Star Wars, for example, has turned into, the backlash didn't emerge in a vacuum. Nintendo of America was faced criticism in recent years over localization decisions, content changes, and messaging preserved as out of step for Nintendo's Japanese leadership. Yeah, pretty much. While it is true that Nintendo's core game development remains firmly rooted in Japan, fans remain wary of this growing influence of Western corporate leadership, especially when the leadership adapts language more commonly associated with Hollywood executives. Some defenders have pointed out that Nintendo of America doesn't control game development itself. That may be true, but perception matters, and first impressions tend to stick. It is true. Japanese games come from Japan, but they could still change stuff with localization or change stuff with what they work on here with some exclusives. I don't know. What happens next? At this stage, there is no concrete evidence that Nintendo games, franchise, or creative directions are changing. However, as many fans have learned across multiple entertainment industries, messaging often comes before action. Nintendo of America is now asking for trust at a time when audiences are increasingly recurrent to give it freely. As Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers himself noted on his coverage on the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel, trust is no longer automatic. It must be earned. True. Whether Devin Pritchard is leadership, ultimately research fans of blah, 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 remains the seen. What you certain of Nintendo fans are paying attention, and they are no longer ignoring the warning signs. Hell yeah. Good article, though. Good article for sure. For sure with that one. With Devin Pritchard and relations to Kathleen Kennedy kind of style. But yeah, that's crazy. But there's more. There's more. At this New York event, New York Award, Reggie was there. Reggie Fils-Aimé has given Devin Pritchard a vote of confidence. Of course he would. Of course he would. Because he's not going to say no. Because it wouldn't sound good. It wouldn't sound good, right? There is a new president at Nintendo of America. Oh, no, he'll be like, there's a new president at Nintendo of America. I think Devin Pritchard is going to be an excellent at the helm of Nintendo. Of course he would say that. Of course he would say that. Rip. Yep. Rip indeed. That's crazy. But we got more digging. We got more digging on this one by Savvy. Savvy digged up a bunch of things here about it. So here you go. She says, belonging. You matter. Everyone deserves a chance. Here we go. I take the Savvy was right again for $5. Thank you. This language is only used by leftists and activists looking to mock things up. DEI as rebranded already, but belonging was a big part of things, and it is part of Bridge. And if you guys don't know about Bridge, Bridge is like the souped up version of DEI. That's what it is. So I'd like to point out, though, the New York Game Awards board has a Catherine Soros on it. She married into the Soros family, yes, and that one, that is literally evil.
Holy shit.
Yep. Yep. That's all you need. That's all you need, dude. But the whole thing pushes DEI and has many who have pushed DEI in other ways. Nintendo is absolutely hacked. Glad Pokemon broke my heart earlier. Yikes, dude. Yikes. There you go. It's all in the wording. Wording, every word, usually this is pre-recorded stuff, and they know what these words mean, and that's why they use it, because these are code words. So when they do this, it's almost like, yeah, they're coding you that we can finally do this now with Nintendo games, guys. We're ready to do it. But the people are like, oh, okay, yeah, everyone belongs here. Everyone deserves a chance. Everyone blah, blah, blah. Yeah, people deserve chances, obviously, yes. But when this kind of mindset is unrealistic, though, because not everyone can be a game developer. Not everyone has dreams that are good to make great stories. Not everyone has that. Sometimes they're actually shitty stories. People make shitty stuff. That's why it's better to gatekeep at the moment of what things are good and which things are bad. Because most of the things that are coming out are bad. There are some good things. There's hidden gems. There's good things out there, of course. But there's so much shit to pile through. especially in Hollywood, that and in gaming, that not everything will be that good. It's a lot of things that are coming in, and it's better to gatekeep at the moment, because there's a lot of tourists, like I said, that come in and they want to infiltrate and take over what you love. And then they like to change it up. And then you're like, why is this? Why is it that? Why do I have this in here? Why are they preaching to me? Why are they, like, all this stuff in general, kind of deal. It's very disturbing. And there you go. Mostly, there you go. Equality, inclusion, everything's there. There you go. So, yeah. A nice find from Savvy, of course. She has a little ADHD finding these things, but, sometimes we need people like that. Sometimes we do. We also have this with Doug Bowser. You wonder what happened to Doug Bowser, right? He was the other Nintendo president of America. Doug Bowser has been appointed to Hasbro Board of Directors weeks after the retirement and president of Nintendo of America on December 31st. There you go. He works for Hasbro. He's working with Hasbro. Bro does not want to stop working. He was a guy that worked with EA, Electronic Arts, one of the worst companies in the world. He worked with them. Then he went to Nintendo, and now he's Hasbro. He worked in other places too, but he keeps on jumping around. He must have a good shindig. He always has a good, thing he always has to bring up. I don't know. I have no clue how he gets work. No clue. No clue how he gets work, dude. It's crazy. Crazy. All right. Losing my voice. All right. So that's pretty much it with Devin Pritchard, the new Nintendo of America COO president. I did read a little bit about it. I can't find the thing, but she was a lawyer for Nintendo too during the time with the emulation stuff and all that. So she sued a bunch of people, which is pretty fucked up, to be honest. But yeah, pretty much pretty ass, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. Let me try to get this for you guys. Real quick here. Let me get this trailer out. If I could find it, dude. I might have to. Let me see. I'm going to open it through my Discord. Why not? I'm going to open it through my Discord, guys. Because there was an Xbox showcase yesterday, and they showed off Fable, which I'm gonna click on in a sec here. Sure. All right. So, getting stuff ready here real quick, guys. All right. This will be the last segment of today, guys. Let's leave this for next. And then I have other things for next time. I have other things I want to talk about. But for now, let's watch a little bit of this about Fable. Fable reboot. This is the Fable reboot, and they had the showcase, and they want to talk about it and all that, so we're going to check out what it is. I watched a little bit of this, but I want to refresh my head again to see what they have again.
World action RPG. and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our
Peter Molyneux, remember Peter Molyneux? He would say like the craziest shit. It'd be like every fragment of the grass you can see. The environments are in, like, he would tell you the stories that you would believe in a heartbeat. And then when they came out, Fable, and you're like, what the heck? This is not that game you promised me. You know, kind of deal. Peter Molyneux was like that. He would say the craziest shit, and the stories would be better than the game itself. Well, Fable turned out to be actually pretty decent, actually. It wasn't even that bad when he made it. So he promised way bigger things, but it still was a good game. It just wasn't what we promised, you know, kind of deal at Lionhead. But this new studio, I forget what they're called. We'll see what they do with this, but I have concerns about this because we know the teases and some gameplay that was shown like far into it, and this was like canned for so many times, so many years now, trying to come out. It says it's coming out this year, but I even have doubts about that. I just want Fable to be back to its roots, back to what it is. And they're trying to do this with this one. It feels like they really are trying to bring it back to the roots of the Fable universe. Now, I would like to go back to like Fable 1 aesthetic style than Fable 2 and 3, because this one gives me more Fable 2 and 3 vibes than 1.
game is a new beginning. I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy.
That's what they always say. They always say, this is the faithful version of what you remember.
We all love. At the heart of our game is
the graphics remind me of like Fable 2, Fable 3, less of Fable 1.
Simple recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humor, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens.
Of course, every time, chicken chaser, every time you kick the chicken. All of this showing is going to be just chicken stuff. Constantly chicken this, chicken that. It's like chicken jockey this. Hey, yo, seriously. We got to stop that.
All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
It's classic. You start as a kid and you grow up. I like it. Fine so far.
It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge.
Just notice also in this, they don't show the girl's face no more, really. They just go through it. They just show gameplay here and there and switching between, you know, you can do this time. It's not like Fable 1 where it's just your dude in the beginning, you know, like a boy. You can do boy and girl now. So, yeah. I'll continue. We'll continue with this.
And we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages.
If this is actually gameplay, has pretty decent gameplay. It looks very nice. Looks very nice. Now, I miss the grittiness of the first one. That's my only complaint. But it does give me Fable 2, Fable 3 vibes. It looks nice, though.
Sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches.
This game does have potential. I'm saying it does have potential, but I do have concerns about it. I don't think it's going to be the Fable everyone wants, or even is going to be as good as the older Fables. Don't know, but I don't know. Something about this game, I have concerns about it. Just something about the vibe of it. And now this too, also, it's like too good, but there's something also missing. It needs time to cook. It needs time to cook, I think.
And stunning vistas. And because our Albion
Also, it's
is
Xbox. And Xbox pretty trash. No offense, but it really is. Xbox is pretty bad these days.
truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone.
I remember
Home to
Bowerstone.
Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower.
I remember these. Yep. OG Fable. I gotta go back and play Fable again, dude. Maybe I should do a stream about Fable. Maybe I should do Fable 1 again stream. That'd be sick. Maybe I will. I don't know. Go back, play this again. It's been a while.
And the legendary
Fable.
Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city,
Fable 1
full
was
of
so
contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golder.
There's the girl. She still looks the same.
In the north of Albion,
They might have just gave her more detail. That's it.
you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines,
The environment's look
spooky
good.
marshes, and the bleak, windswept city.
Dude, the
of-
music is so good too. The music is full like that Fable's. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you know that Fable, Harry Potter vibe. You know that posh humor. You know, a little dry sometimes. It's like, yeah, it's full on Fable. They're definitely the aesthetic of it is where it's at. Just wish a little gritty. Like this area, this is kind of gritty, these parts, but it's still bright.
Bloodstone.
But
Here
it's
you'll meet the
getting
leaders
there.
of two rival gangs.
It's passable. I'm okay with the environment. This stuff is okay. I'm good with that stuff. You know, graphically a little extreme, but graphics, like I said, graphics are not everything. How is the gameplay?
Vying for power and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted,
Jack of Blades,
and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special.
I don't know why. I watched this even before, and I saw some others saying it too. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. There is some hiccups when they show gameplay. It feels like the frames are dropping. And I don't know if it's an optimization issue or whatever. This is alpha build or beta build. I don't know. It's just, it feels inconsistent with the frame rate. Like, for some parts.
Different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic.
I don't know why. It just feels weird. I don't know if it's just me. Every time I watched it and I was talking with someone about it and I was like, it just feels like something's wrong.
More importantly,
game
they're those rare
they're
humans
showing
who
off
can harness and use
And then some
magic
areas
in the
are
world
fine.
around them. They have the power
Some areas are fine and some just are chugging.
to do what they want.
And so do you.
good.
In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads.
So you can be male too now, guys. Can we customize our character how he looks? Not so right now they're just you can customize his
looks.
So,
the looks.
In Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars.
Okay, but you can customize the shape of your face or anything. It's going to be the same, but you can customize hair, skin. Wait, you can customize skin, but not the face structure or how your body looks? Wait, what? Maybe they didn't say it detailed. Maybe they will do that in the full game. I'm just nitpicking here, but who knows?
Heads and customize your clothing, hair.
Also,
skin
in this whole thing, I just remembered they don't have a dog friend anymore. Like in Fable 2, I think Fable 3, if I'm correct. It's been a while. Dog's gone. So it's just like Fable 1 again.
tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will.
Cool.
Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat.
Of course, again, guys, chicken.
Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
Oh, it's so dark you can't see.
Against
like
single
lantern.
opponents and large groups of enemies alike. Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos.
They use like
often
the
knocking
old
enemies
style,
off
but
balance
also a little bit newer.
and executing stylish
Heavy attacks,
finishers.
slider attacks.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
Yep.
We're excited to
That
be
definitely gives me like Fable 1 vibes for sure, that part.
bringing back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Bobs? Goblins?
Hobbs are back,
Hobbs, yep.
as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
Oh, Trolls, Balverins, I remember those, yep. Those are the wolves, right? Like werewolves
And we're adding
almost?
brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken.
Oh my gosh, a giant chicken. Again with the chicken, dude. We get it. You love chickens. Fiery chicken.
Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and
We
defenses
get it with the chickens. I'm just saying.
to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a
Side
hero.
missions and stuff,
The
yeah.
normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted
Cutting
with the
wood,
people of Albion.
blacksmith.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Just like old Fable, same way. Get married. I don't think you could have a kid. I'm trying to think. Maybe they couldn't have kids yet, but this one it seems like you can be having kids now. So that's kind of cool. I don't know.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Yeah.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
That's crazy.
Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good
Yeah, probably. Probably get divorced from all that.
measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine.
Hey, yo. Why does he walk like that? You see that? Or maybe it's just me. He's a little feminine. You know, yeah. Is this the dude character, right? This is not a woman, right? I could be wrong.
There are more than
Oh, God. Is this an androgynous character? I don't know if this is a girl or a dude. Because how he or she's walking, it's very feminine.
1,000 of them,
This should
and
be
every
a
single
woman.
one is unique. Each of them has a name, a
You see
role,
that?
a daily routine, and their own personality.
Hips are a little bit shaking, a little bit, you know. That's a woman's stance. Did they accidentally... Oh, no.
Holy
shit. No.
Shit.
I don't know if that's an accident, guys. Is the same model for the male also female, kinda? Did they not change the male model to feel like actually a walk of a male?
You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
You know, this part's cool, what he's saying in the background, where you can see people, other people, you know, talk to them, remember them, they'll remember you. That part's cool. But I just noticed, I never saw that. I just noticed that. I saw this once, I didn't notice it. Maybe because I was listening. But now I noticed it, the gameplay. Holy shit, this is like noticeable.
Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day.
A little stathy, don't you think? I'm walking a little stathy. Little spicy.
You could follow
today.
any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to
that's cool. Like the environment changes with them, with the people and everything. That's pretty dope.
every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own.
What's her name? Whisper. It is me, Whisper. Dude, when I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, here's a story. I was playing Hogwarts Legacy. You know, you have the little friend from another, what is it? Hogwarts Legacy. It was your friend. She's like this little black girl from another area, like an African Hogwarts kind of thing. And she comes into your thing, and she's like, whatever, like talks to you. How do you do this spell and everything? And I was like, oh shit! And straight up, I got Fable vibes. Straight up with the wake up, you slippy bones. You remember that? I don't know if you guys remember in Fable, but it reminds me of that with Whisper kind of deal. It's like, I don't know why. Like Hogwarts Legacy definitely gave me like Fable vibes.
Because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you.
That's pretty cool though.
And all
it's like I could kick people out. If I don't like them, I kick them out. And now they're on the street. Oh shit. This is gonna be crazy. You know, the good and the bad side in this is gonna be crazy.
The stuff you do affects what they think of you.
Yep.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
Frame rate. Saw
For
that.
us,
Chicken again. We gotta kick the chickens every time.
Morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas.
Yep.
And importantly, morality is subjective.
Yeah, so people will find something if you do good, could be bad. But if you do something bad, that could be good kind of aspect now. So, yeah, in Fable, it was very hard to think, so if I do this, this is good, this is bad. That's all you knew. But in this, it could be, depends on the person or what they see, or personality, everything, yeah, about it. That's kind of fascinating. I wonder how that's going to work.
No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything
so
you
if
do
you steal from the rich and give to the poor, is that good or is that bad? You know, kind of like a Robin Hood character. Could that be also considered bad or good? I don't know. I don't know. That's very interesting. I don't know how. It depends, I guess, on the situation.
To your reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them. They'll love you or hate you for the choices you make. And they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you. But the people of Albion will. Loudly.
Oh, really? Our game will never judge you, but our game will loudly. Yikes. Is that a little nudge to the people that said, what's her name looked kind of weird on the teaser for the Fable reboot, the girl?
Giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially their sister. In Fable, the choices you make...
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually kind of cool. That's kind of like old Fables too, kind of though. Like the choices you made affect the area of the world, how the world is also contributed to you. That's kind of cool. I like that in Fable in general. That's cool.
Will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
It's a
And
female.
playground
It was
games,
always supposed. It was a female lead character. It was always was. They changed it because of the backlash. You can't tell me not. It was a female-centric character. And then they're like, oh, wait, Fable had male and female. Why don't we just do that again? Because it's always on the cover, the female character. It always was. Now, I don't have a problem with it being female if it's actually well done. But today's landscape, I don't know about that. She might be just what is it called? A Karen kind of power, female of power kind of deal. And, you know, a lot of people don't dig that.
Built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here.
That's why you can, at least, this is a game where you make choices. It's not like written for you. Yeah, there's a main plot thread, of course, but the choices you make is how your personality is. So if you want to be this character that does this, like you do bad shit, then you're a bad person. That's your character. If you do good stuff and you're a hero, you do that. Like, at least they give you choice. That's the best part about this, you know? If there's no choice and it's just written to be like that, then it pisses some people off. Since you have so much choices, it does a leeway where actually you get a middle ground.
Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally
It's not like a girl boss. If you're thinking about girl boss, that's not girl boss. It's just written to be, like most writers do, is they write boy characters to boy characters in women characters, and that's where it goes by. That's why people don't like girl bosses. But that's what I'm saying. That's bad writing. Now, if you write a women character to act like a woman in some areas, you know, instead of a man, you know, kind of deal, it's two different that's why I'm saying that it's two different sexes. They act two different ways, but they're not going to do that. Both the characters are going to feel feminine, feeling feminine in a masculine body. It's like, I don't know. It's something about it. It's just sometimes that doesn't work out in that situation. It's very, I don't know. It's hard to actually get a good balance of that. It's very, very rare, though. Very rare.
tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Autumn 2026. So it's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So it's coming in everything besides Switch. And it says autumn 2026. So is it going to come out? We will see. It looks, and some areas look really good, and some areas look rough with the frame rate optimization. And that part with the man moving his hips like a woman, that was kind of weird. I don't know what that was, but.
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Maybe I'm overlooking it, over-speculating it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a nitpick. But I feel like some others probably seen that too. It's not just... But there you go. That's pretty much that with Fable. What I think about Fable?
Fable.
It looks fine. It looks fine. I'm not hating on Fable as much anymore. It is okay. Will it be the Fable that I want? Probably not. Will it be better than the first one? Probably not. Will it be better than the second one or third one? We will see. Now that I don't know, because I liked the second one. It was okay. Not as good as 1, obviously. 3, I wasn't a big fan of. I didn't like 3 as much. I thought 2 was okay. But 1 was probably the best one. Atmosphere-wise, story, everything was... 1 was just really good. Is it perfect? No. But it is outdated in some areas. But guess what? It's still a good game. You could still play it today and still have fun. So, I just want Fable to be a game people remember for years to come. Kind of like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. I want it to be good, like actually good Fable where people come back to it and be like, this is an RPG you have to play. Like, I don't know. I just want something like that. But I have a feeling this is not that game. This won't be that game. It's like an RPG you have to play kind of deal, you know? It's just going to be like, it comes out, people play it. Maybe it gets talked about here and there. Maybe there's going to be some controversy like there's always is. And then, boom, it just goes and disappears. You know, comes and goes. That's what I think this Fable will be, to be honest. And when it comes out, I think people are going to be already going to forget about it in some areas. You know, I already forgot about this game, to be honest. I just saw an Xbox showcase. I was like, oh, shit, Fable's back? What the hell? And I looked at it, I was like, that's not too bad. And then I look at it again, I'm like, it's a little rough in the edges. It still needs work. Feels like alpha, beta, maybe. Still needs to cook. We will see. We will see. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. And I'm not saying it's going to be good. It's a wait and see kind of moment. I'm not excited for it. I'm ecstatic for it. But maybe I'm just burnt out in general with Fable. But I really would like Fable to come back. I really would. I like Fable. I liked the world. I liked the characters they did and all that. It was very interesting. And maybe just the atmosphere, everything about it was really good. Just look at like Hogwarts Legacy with like Harry Potter. Do kind of that kind of aesthetic to it, you know, kind of deal. I think that's the way to go, that aesthetic. And just make it even a little bit more darker. Turn it up a notch. And I think it could do really well. It could do really well for that. But yeah. That's Fable for you guys, what I thought about it. And I think that should be it for me today, guys. We went through everything I could. Everything's done. Everything's pretty much done with this. I have more to talk about for another time, guys. I thank you so much again, guys. Before you leave, remember to like, sub, follow, share, all the things on here. I really appreciate it. Like the stream. Sub if you're new here, if you like what I do. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys coming. Hopefully we get more going on this channel. Hopefully it does. I know I've been lacking in some areas. I know. Unfortunately, that's how it have to go for now. But I would love to see this channel grow more. I really would. I really would love to see this channel grow more. More people that come in, you know, that have common sense, critical thinking, you know, like-minded people if they like coming here. Even if you don't like what I say, and there's things you like about what I say, and then there's things you don't like what I say. That's fine too. You can agree to disagree. That's even fine too. I have so many people I follow that I have disagreements with too, and I also agree with them. So there's people like that also. So it depends on the situation. You can have a balance for that, you know. But just, you know, hating someone just because you don't align with what they say, come on. That's not what we do here. That's not what we do here. We try to have some actually interesting conversation about what is actually happening, but also what could be changed and what could be altered and made better, too. Just have some blast and have some fun, you know, too, as well. thank you again, guys. I talked enough today. Thank you again. I will leave timestamps for you all, guys, again, in the bottom, in the description, and all that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you then. Maybe a gaming stream as well as maybe a video coming up soon. We will see. A gaming stream, that, and maybe an After Dark special. I want to do more streaming, but also more content on here, videos as well. Yeah. So thank you again, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. I really have to go. So we're gonna end this quick, guys. Thank you again, guys, so much for everything. Again, appreciate you guys. I'll see you. Where's my thing? There it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
Are you not entertained?